character turns to the side of evil, he will 3 games later be the good guy again because he was actually the good guy all along.
Of
Cain
course.
from Legacy of Cain.
Number
The
100 and... Do you have something to say?
no.
All
Go
right.
go ahead.
Number 128. First law of fashion. All characters wear a single costume which does not change over the course of the game. The only exception is when the character is dressed up in enemy uniforms to infiltrate their base.
I should mention that this rule does not bend for cold weather, warm weather, or any kind of weather, even if it is subarctic temperatures.
Then you might want to read the next one then, Solaris.
Oh, 100, 129, second law of fashion. Any character's costume, no matter how skimpy, complicated, or simply outlandish, is always completely suitable to wear when climbing around in caves, hiking across the desert, and slogging through the sewers. It will continue to be completely suitable right afterwards when said character goes to meet the king. Final Fantasy X, shall
Final
we?
Fantasy everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Final Fantasy X-2. Final Fantasy X-2.
Yeah, I guess they would be the most skimpy. So
Yes. Is that
Number
there is
one-
an ice? Is there a snow or ice level in that game? No, never mind, because it doesn't matter. The first level is a high altitude mountain level, which should be really cold anyway.
number 130. Third law of fashion. In any futuristic setting, the standard uniform for female soldiers and special agents will include a miniskirt and thigh-high stockings. The standard uniform for all male characters, military or not, will include an extraordinarily silly and enormous hat.
I like to call this the male dominance. The male domination decides the uniform rule, and it is also the rule that Japanese schoolgirls follow.
Or as I like to call it, the Roy Mustang becomes Führer rule.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that too.
Number 131. First rule of politics. Chancellor's axiom. Any advisor of a major rule has been scheming after this throne for quite a while. Thanks to the miracle of timing, you will arrive at the king's inner sanctum just in time for the coup.
The Jafar rule.
Yes, quite.
Pretty much.
132 second rule of politics, the scapegoat's axiom. If the advisor works for an evil ruler, the advisor is bad or even worse, and there's a good chance he's the final villain, Kefka. See fake ending rule. If the advisor works for a good ruler, he usually has the good of the kingdom at heart. Not that that helps, because your party will invariably be made the scapegoat for all that's wrong with a nation and immediately thrown in the dungeon.
Once again, the Jafar rule.
Actually, did Jafar have the good of the kingdom at heart? I'm pretty sure he was just a selfish bastard.
No, but he's using Aladdin as a scapegoat.
Oh, well, yeah. The semi-Jafar rule, then.
Yeah.
Number 133. Last rule of politics. Kingdoms are good. Empires are evil.
The George Lucas rule of, political strife.
Pretty much.
The Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy... Well, give me another Final Fantasy that does this.
6.
Yes, and
This is
the
Empire
Valkyria Chronicles rule, just for a little bit of variety.
Number 134. Inheritance of acquired characteristics. Ramus rule. Shut up. Nuclear. 23 generations may pass, but any person's direct descendant will still look and act just like him.
Link.
Yes, Link. We're not
He even
sure
wears
he's
the
not
same-
just a plant who can, make clones of himself or something.
Yes, indeed, yes. 135, the pinch hitter rule. Whenever a member of the hero's team is killed or retires, no matter how unique or special he or she was, there is a good chance someone will show up to replace them that has exactly the same abilities and can use the same weapons with the same proficiency. Final Fantasy V.
Yeah, I think Golov and
Yes.
daughter.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Unfortunately, Eris did not have such a replacement, which means that final limit break and all the work you put into getting it was completely wasted.
But she needed to die.
My great gospel, it's dead. The great gospel. Sephiroth, damn you! I will get revenge for my great gospel and the pair of boobs and vagina attached to it. They can just burn in hell. But yes,
136. Dealing with Beautiful Woman, Part 1. Or the
that
Yuffie
is
Rule.
that is a hilarious coincidence. I did not see that when I made that last remark of mine. Anyway.
All good-looking young females are there to help you. This rule holds even when the girl in question is annoying, useless, or clearly evil.
Yes.
That's just anime rule.
Yes, that is an anime rule.
Number 137.
Oh
Dealing
wait,
with beautiful-
I love this rule. It is the Rouge rule.
Yes, Dealing with Beautiful Women, Part 2, also known as the Rouge Rule. All good-looking middle-aged women are out to kill you. This rule holds even when the woman in question has attained your unwavering trust and respect.
Yes, indeed. Although, really, Rouge herself was was working as a spy against the. Or are we talking about the same Rouge here?
I don't think so.
Rouge the Bad is the only Rouge I can think of.
Is she middle-aged?
She sounds middle-aged with her 4Kids voice actor.
True, but whatever. Moving on.
138. Well, so much for that. After you have completed your mighty quest to find the object that will save the unknown universe, it will either A. get lost, B. get stolen, or C. not work. Or in the case of Prince of Persia 2008, at the end of the game, spoiler alert, you will actively, as the player, undo everything you did over the course of the entire game and scream in rage because the game forces you to do it.
Are you serious?
Yes, you lock away Ahriman, and Elika goes back to the world of the dead to do this, and the prince just looks at her and he explains this as Ahriman is going to get out again later anyway in the epilogue, but he goes around, kills all these mystical trees, and brings back Elika's soul, and as you see him walking away, the dark god of the dark thing bursts out of the temple and more or less sweeps over the entire visible desert.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 139. Wait, it's my turn. Yeah. Number 139. The Ominous Ring of Lan. The classic Ominous Ring of Lan is a popular terrain feature that frequently doesn't show up on your world map. Just when you think things are really going well and you've got the forces of evil on the run, monsters, demons, and mad gods will pour out of the center of the ring, and the situation gets 10 times worse. The main villain also usually hangs out in one of these after obtaining godhood. If there are several ominous rings of Lan, or the entire world map is one big ring, you are just screwed.
Or as I like to call it, the Devil May Cry Hell Door rule.
Yes, indeed, yes. Wait, how does that what does that have to do with a world map?
You know how, especially in 4, there are just these hell doors all over the fucking place, and you just know they're going to activate and send lots of shit out at you. But of course, you do nothing about it.
But that doesn't change the fact that the game has no world map.
Fuck you.
140. The law of NPC relativity, or the is this Magus or Magus? Magus. Oh, don't say it.
Nuclear.
It's characters can accomplish superhuman physical feats, defeat enemies with one hand tied behind their back, and use incredible abilities until they join your party and you can control them. Then these wonderful powers all vanish, along with most of their hit points. On the other hand, Sephiroth trades his weakness for control. He can kick ass and take names, but you just don't get to kick. You can't pick whose ass he kicks or whose names he takes, or what spells he uses, which kind of sucks.
Number 141. Yes. Guards, or Lindblom Full Employment Act. Everything will be guarded and gated: elevators, docks, old rickety bridges, random stretches of roadway deep in the forest, except for stuff that actually needs to be.
Yes, yes, yes. That actually sounds like the Walmart I work at.